Now, ladies and gentlemen, we begin with the regular order of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019. With the first pick in the PBA Draft 2019, the Colombian Jeep are on the clock.
Colombian Jeep picks Roosevelt Adams.
The Colombian Jeep selects Roosevelt Adams.
Roosevelt Adams going #1 to Colombian right now. How about this guy to help out CJ Perez?
You look at the roster of Colombian Jeep right now. You have a CJ Perez, as what you've mentioned, and a lot of wing players also. But this is one particular player who can make a difference right now. Sa game pa lang niya, you know that he is a fast break finisher. He can jump outside the gym, if you may say so, if he has that opportunity. And more than that, can really shoot consistently well from the outside. And not to mention his skill set going north, south, east, west on defense. This guy is what is basically needed by this team to go to the next level.
Is it going too far to say he might just be a 6'5" Marshall Lasseter?
Maybe, yeah, but maybe not that kind of a shooter, but this guy can give you a lot in everything, no? Actually, partner, Colombia really likes players. They play with a very high-speed type of offense, so this guy really fits them. Makikita natin, puro takbuhan ang makikita natin dito sa sa mga players na napili nila.
So Roosevelt Adams going #1 in the regular draft. So much upside for this young man.
And a lot of athleticism also. You talk about Adams also. You talk about the complement. CJ Perez, at this point, nobody can keep in step right now in terms of their quickness advantage. Another guy who will fill in the wings, 6'5", natural small guy, can also guard big players. Also a tremendous off-the-ball defender. And he can use his athleticism to just block shots or just to deflect a lot of passes, especially on the passing lanes.
The second pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the Blackwater Elite.
Blackwater select Maurice Sean.
The second pick in the PBA Draft 2019 is Maurice Sean.
You got excited about this pick, Coach RG.
I'm just waiting if he's the person I had in mind. Oh yes, he's a 6'9" guy, 37 years old, and the players like this usually age longer. And you look at the last 5 years, totally dominated by another big guy by the name of Junmar Fajardo. So you go up against Junmar now, you have a 6'9" player, also as heavy as JMF, to try to slow him down. So he will be good for at least 3 to 5 years. Or 34 years old, for that matter.
Well, what's very obvious here is that Blackwater has a need for a big man. And they realize that for them to be able to compete against the other teams that have actually what Coach Ryan was saying, dominant big man, you got to be able to have a defender, especially when the All-Filipino Conference comes around. So it's very important for them. I think they have enough with Macbello and all the other guys. They've got enough scorers on this team. What they need is somebody to dominate the inside as well as rebound properly.
And on the clock, the NLEX Road Warriors.
NLEX picks Mike Ayon Ayon.
The third pick in the PBA Draft 2019 is Mike Ayon.
And you heard it. You can hear the crowd here at the Robinson's Place in Manila. This is one of those explosive, exciting guys. Another one of those, Doc, yung mga manlalarong born to score.
Yeah, he's a guard. Not really very tall, but his name has been very, kung masabi natin, matunog the last few days that a lot of teams were looking at him. I think he's a combo guard, so that can certainly help their squad. And para ka piliin nila coaching at saka yung kanyang crew, obviously they must have scouted you pretty well.
Oh yes, and he's listed at 6 feet, and with the kind of offense or even system that Coach Yang runs in his team, bawal ang hindi kumukumpiyansa sa pagtira. Ibig sabihin, when you're open, you just have to take it. Otherwise, uupo ka agad sa bench. At ito, hindi mahiyain to.
The fourth pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the Alaska Aces.
The Alaska Aces select Kevin Berkeley, Ibonia.
The fourth pick, the Alaska Aces select Berkeley Ibonia.
Berkeley Ibonia, coming from the Far Eastern University, now going to the Aces.
Oh, this guy is a warrior. He's willing to mix it up. He has a strong body chemistry, willing to bang bodies against anybody. That is one thing certain. Even if he's up against a guy 2 or 3 inches taller than him, he will use his weight, he will use his muscle, and also use his entire strength to be an incredible defensive specimen. And not only that, if he goes inside, he also has that small, short jumper and has the ability to go on putbacks.
And at 6'6", he will be going up against bigger competition in the PBA.
Yeah, but he's a banger, so he's willing to do that. He really has improved. No? The last year was probably his best year in college. Before, he was always used as a backup power forward. He can play center. Before, he couldn't shoot a free throw, but last year he had very good percentage from the free throw line. Just shows what he can do when he want to work. At the same time, his inside game is not that bad. He's got a pretty decent pivot move, and he can finish around the basket. So good luck to Berkeley.
The fifth pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Rain or Shine picks John Adrienne Wong.
The fifth pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Adrienne Wong.
Adrienne Wong from the Ateneo de Manila University, a solid pick midway through the first round.
He also has the ability to shoot from the outside, a tough defender. He can be a lockdown defender, especially if he's up against resident scorers. But you cannot leave him open also because he can bury the three. And in open court situations, he usually packs himself with so much confidence. And not only that, you can talk about glaring resume, but what is important is the championship pedigree. This guy has been in numerous championship teams, and that is why Coach Caloy Garcia opted to choose a winner over anybody else.
The first of the 3 picks of Rain or Shine that we're going to hear, no? 5th, 6th, and 7th pick. And obviously, I think maybe they would like to have, remember, they gave up a guy like Jericho Cruz, they gave up Maverick Ahamisi, and they would like another guy to be in that mold. And I think you can compare Adrienne Wong a little to the style of Maverick Ahamisi. He can carry the ball, he can play the point guard, he can play the shooting guard. He's got real good range from the outside.
Pick number 6 still belongs to the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Rain or Shine picks Clint Doliguez.
The 6th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Clint Doliguez.
You guys have been talking about young players who are winners, Dr. J. Ito naman, galing sa San Beda.
Yes, actually ito, nag-umpisa ito sa Ateneo. Lumipat ito sa San Beda. And even in his high school years, I think it was with Grace, magaling na player ito. And you like him because he's a two-type kind of player. He's a very good defender. Whatever position, he can defend 2, 3, and 4. No problem for him. At the same time, he has range. He's a very heady player. He knows how to pass. He knows when to shoot. And I think, you major in Rain or Shine, this guy may eventually take the place of a guy like Borboran.
And still on stage with the 7th pick is Rain or Shine.
Rain or Shine picks Prince Ribeiro.
The 7th pick of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Prince Ribeiro.
Oh, just a strong player. Even in the draft combine, we saw him lift the heaviest pagdating dun sa bench press. And not only that, he has great basketball experience from college and after college. You know that he's a willing banger inside. Even if he sacrifices 6 fouls, he's willing to do it. He can also shoot from the perimeter. He has a sweet shot from 15 to 18. He needs to be a little faster though, but in terms of toughness inside, Warriors mentality, ability to just defend and lock down big players, he can do it. Not to mention his impeccable timing in getting offensive rebounds. That is definitely part of his skill set.
We continue with the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 with the 8th pick, and it belongs to the Northport Batang Pier.
Northport select Shaun Monty.
The 8th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Shaun Monty.
So Shaun Monty now bringing his short shorts act to Northport Batang Pier.
Oh yes, he's best remembered during his playing years for Adamson University. Tama ka, maikli yung shorts niya, but it also goes to show that this guy is long. He has the length to defend. He also has the confidence to shoot from the outside. Might need to pack a little muscle sa kanyang frame dahil medyo mas physical na yung PBA ngayon. But for as long as yung quickness naman niya will be used to his advantage, he can definitely secure a roster spot for Northport.
The 9th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the Magnolia Hotshots.
Magnolia Hotshots, Pambansang Manok picks. Aris Junicio.
The 9th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Aris Jonicio.
A solid pick who played for Gamboa and the D-League. 6'5" Aris Junicio of St. Clair is now a Magnolia hotshot.
Oh, another guy who can mix it up inside. Strong body, also not afraid to just play a warrior underneath the basket. And you know that Magnolia likes rugged players. They let go of some of the players via a big trade a few months ago. And now, Mark Pingres is right there. You saw him on our screens. And kailangan na yung bang turnover players. Alam na nila na it's just a matter of time. So, ang importante, yung magsasucceed sa kanila, makakakuha ng konting mga pointers and tips.
And now we continue with the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019, and picking number 10 is Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Barangay Ginebra picks Arvind Dave Tolentino.
The 10th pick of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Arvind Tolentino.
A 6'5" power forward out of Angono, Rizal. Played his college ball in FEU. And of course, for Ama and Wangs in the PBA D-League, this is another solid presence down low.
Oh, one of the more popular players who entered the draft this year. He started his UAAP career for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, then transferred to FEU to play his last year. Played a lot of good basketball during that stint. Known to be a big-time scorer from the outside. Pressure is definitely not part of his vocabulary. He can step out and shoot 3 feet away from the white line. But what he needs to improve on is his ability to defend big guys. Especially with a lot of banging in the PBA, you can't be soft.
The 11th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to TNT Catropa.
TNT Catropa picks Kib Montalvo.
The 11th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 is Skip Montalvo.
From the De La Salle University basketball stable, hailing from Bacolod City, Kib Montalvo will be playing point for TNT.
It's a good pick, primarily because remember when Jason Castro went down because of an injury, and all of a sudden, even the winning streak of TNT went on a tailspin. And that is how important a successor is for this team. Jason Castro will still be great for at least 5 seasons. But what's going to happen after that? So probably TNT saw something in this guy who's a tough defender, also a great point guard, not to mention his ability to lead his team. But what is important in the system of TNT is guards have to have shooting from the outside. And you talk about those skill sets, this guy has it.
When he was being recruited, this boy from Bacolod was really one of the best shooters in their league there. And that's why the reason a lot of teams went after him. But he's a two-type of player. He can also play the two-guard. So, you know, and the last years of Montalvo's stint with LaSalle, you could see that he was imparting leadership even to players that maybe talent-wise was better than him. But they respected him, and that's the most important thing for a player when you make your transition into the professional ranks.
And to finish the first round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019, picking number 12, once again is Colombian Jeep.
Colombian picks, Christian Balagasay.
The 12th pick, final pick in the first round is Christian Balagasay.
Well, he's from Letran. No? He's part of the championship team this year. He's always playing backup to guys like Ambohot and Larry Muyang. But those guys decided not yet to join the PBA. He's what you call a utility type of big man. He can play the 5, he can play the 4. More of a defender, not too much of a scorer. But, you know, something that they need also, they need to pick up on their big men because they have a lot of scorers with their other players already.
And what is important is, if you're coming up with your roster for the following season, you take a look at the opposition. You see guys who are playing with so much height, and that is why you also want to equip yourself with tall players. Not just to defend, but also to issue 6 fouls. So that's probably one of the things that this team wanted. That's why they brought him over to their stable.